Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, what is today? Today's Wednesday. Wow, time is flying. Okay, so we got good news. Bitcoin, Ethereum were up today again nicely, very nicely, along with the Bitcoin miners. We also had 3 that were down today. Not too bad though. And then we also have markets were down today. Papa Powell spoke about Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that. Also, we have more institutions going in for the spot Bitcoin ETF. We also have Bitcoin and Ethereum pairs on Binance going up for like a split second to 138,000 or something like that. We'll take a look at that, and then we'll also talk about Cleanspark buying another, 2 facilities in Georgia now, in addition to what they have been buying here in the past year and last year and everything else. So they're just on a continuing buying spree in this kind of bear market that we're in right now. Okay, so we'll take a look at all of that. But as always, you guys know the drill here. This is not financial advice. For entertainment only, do your own research. And I'm investing in the following coins and companies for full disclosure. If you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out. So let's take a look at what's going on with the markets here. As we can see, S&P was down 0.52%, Dow Jones was down 0.3%, NASDAQ was down 2.05%. Bitcoin had another fantastic day today. It was up even, I think, more than it was yesterday. Today was up 5.91%. Yesterday was up 5.52%. So we're up quite nicely here in the last couple of days. After bottoming out here, we can see that we have basically gone up from the bottom all the way to the peak here, if we can go that far out. So we peaked at approximately 24% to the upside here in the last couple of days, about 5-6 days. We are currently now about 21% up from the bottom that we reached here. This was back on Thursday, the 15th of June, okay? So definitely a nice spike in here. We're obviously above the 200 daily, 200 weekly, the 20-day daily, 50-day daily lines as well. So that's good news there. I'm still looking to see how things are going to play out on the longer time frame, on the daily time frame. Right now, when you look at the RSI on it, we're at right around 70. So we're looking to be a little bit overbought right now, just barely, slightly. But when we look at the same RSI levels back here, price at that point was up just slightly on it. So what I really want to see is price continuing to go up and the RSI continuing to go sideways here or either down while the price continues to go up. That would show me that we are definitely getting into a more bullish scenario here. We do see this on the 4-hour chart. If we look at it here, we can see that we're way overbought right now in the 4-hour chart. But what we can see here is on these peaks here, that the price of Bitcoin actually rose while the RSI stayed the same. Even from this peak to this peak, we can see that Bitcoin has increased quite nicely. We can also see this on the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, we can see it a little bit better here. You can see where we were here at this peak, and then you can see that the RSI has been falling down while the Bitcoin price has been pumping quite nicely here. So that's great to see that when we see that. So we do have it on the 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, where we're seeing more bullish. And I want to see that pattern continue where we're either trading sideways with the RSI, but the price is going up, or we're going down slightly and the price is going up, or at least maintaining. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. So hopefully, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but hopefully we get into a more of a bull run. Obviously, we have a lot of good news here on Bitcoin lately, so that's helping it pump the price up right now. But we'll see if this can continue going forward, or if we're going to have another little bit of a pullback here. Okay, and we'll see where we end up then at that point. Okay, so that's Ethereum or Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum here really quick as well. See what's going on with that one. Ethereum right now on the daily. Let's take a look at it. It was up also quite nicely today. It was up 5.39%, so definitely better than yesterday, the 3.24%. It is now at, roughly 1,913. So same thing with this one. This one we were actually seeing, let me see here if we can find a peak. This one's probably the closest one to it. So yeah, we're still seeing that this is a change in price to the lower side of things. Okay, so we'll see how this one plays out as well. But yeah, otherwise, great day, obviously, for the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not so much for the markets, but same thing for the miners. Miners had a fantastic day. Today, ANY was actually, let me see, ANY was up 7.53% today. It was up much higher than it pulled back. A lot of the stocks did the same thing. Argo was up 22.41%. You can see here that it definitely peaked much higher than it pulled back towards the end of the day. BitDigital was up 4.68% on the day. BitDeer was up 1.4% on the day. Bitfarms was up 4.48%. Cypher was actually down 0.34%. Cleanspark was up 8.39%. They were up almost 14% at one point. They definitely pulled back towards the end of the day. And obviously, we got the news for them buying 2 more sites in Georgia, which I think helped as well. Cores was up today 12.84%. DigiHost was up 7.8%. DMG 5.39%. Greenidge was down actually 0.65%. And then we got Hive was up 5%. Hut 8 was up 7.81%. Hut was also up quite nicely today and then pulled back. Iris Energy was down 1.45%. Marathon was up 4.18%. Mawson was up 5.31%. Riot was up 3.82%. Soluna was up 5.35%, and Stronghold was up 6.05%, and TeraWolf was up 3.03%. So overall, a really good day for the miners, which is great to see, and hopefully this trend continues going forward, because I'm sure, like most of you guys, are probably starting to get into the green a little bit, unless you didn't dollar cost average into these miners over the last year or so. Okay, so that's great news there. Let's take a look at the network hash rate really quick while we're at it, as we always do. And it has continued to come down here to 368 million terahashes on the 7-day average. Looking at the 1-day average, we can see that, we've definitely come way down here to 314 million terahashes right now. So we are trading kind of sideways as far as network hash rate is concerned, going up and down over the days here. Okay, so that's it. Let's take a look at what the stories that we do have here. So obviously, Fed Chair Powell says Bitcoin has staying power as an asset class. We do see payment stablecoins as a form of money, Powell said, adding that the ultimate source of credibility in money is the central bank. Some people will obviously disagree with that. Some people see Bitcoin as possibly the ultimate source of credibility in, as far as money is concerned, because there's only so much of it, you can't print more of it. And I would also agree with that, right? There's just too many shenanigans going on with the Fed, raising interest rates, lowering interest rates, printing money, not printing money. It's just crazy. So, but this is good. This is actually gives Bitcoin a little bit more credence as far as the longevity of it going forward. Okay, so I thought that was good. And then Bitcoin price spikes to 138,000 on Binance US. This was today. It was just a quick spike and then dropped way back down. So Bitcoin temporarily surged to as much as 138,000 on crypto exchange Binance earlier today in a sudden price wick on the BTC Tether trading pair. So it wasn't the BTC US, it was just on the Tether. For a few seconds at 6:50 a.m. UTC before immediately reverting to parity with other Bitcoin spot markets. So that was good. The move was unlikely to have been caused by a trader wanting to pay nearly 450% premium for Bitcoin, but that has happened before. People put in the wrong number, one too many zeros in the buy order, and there you have it. But it wasn't that. The bizarre wick likely came amid low liquidity for Bitcoin against Tether on Binance. Market depth data shows a 400,000 Bitcoin buy on this trading pair can increase price by 2% compared to a minimum of 842,000 for the same impact on Bitcoin USD trading pair. Okay, so that's the reason why. It's just a little bit of a liquidity crunch on Binance with the BTC and USD pairs. So that was that. That's the reason why that happened. And then take a quick look at here as why. Let me see. It's why financial giants want to issue a spot Bitcoin ETF. So we have two more that are getting back into it in the running here. So last week, obviously, BlackRock applied for spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF. This week, another comically large asset manager in Invesco reapplied for approval to offer a spot Bitcoin ETF. The less comical large ETF sponsor, WisdomTree, also refiled for a spot Bitcoin asset yesterday. WisdomTree filing was initially rejected by the SEC in 2022. So that was just last year. So they were trying again. And maybe this time they'll get it. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Yep. So theories like BlackRock is scrambling to backstop Coinbase for some reason, or the big firms are acting on behalf of three-letter agencies to keep self-custodied Bitcoin away from everyday people, or that Wall Street can't let the crypto crowd get too far ahead of it. Those are all good theories, but the simple theory is that there are more theories out there, but there's a much simpler one. Financial institutions like making money, and offering a spot Bitcoin ETF is a way to make more money. So it's all about money. Are they in cahoots with the SEC? Who knows? They could be. They could not be. Nobody really knows. Is that the reason why we've had all this FUD recently in the past couple months to drive the price down lower so they could get in and make a heck of a lot more money for everybody? Could be. I'm sure there's a lot of people that think that. I'm kind of on the sidelines on that. I don't really care as long as Bitcoin goes up. So over the long run, we've seen the trend of Bitcoin going up, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm holding dollar cost averaging as best I can into them and the miners. So that to me is fine. Okay. Lastly, so this is going to be a quick video today. Cleanspark to acquire turnkey Bitcoin mining facilities for $9.3 million in all cash deal. This is great. They've been on a huge buying spree here lately, buying miners this year and everything else, buying Moss and Infrastructure's facilities also last year, helped them out a lot. They were buying a lot of miners last year as well. So they've been on a continued buying spree in the bear market, which I love seeing, because this is really time that you want to really buy into facilities, miners, anything that you can get your hands on right now, because the things are really cheap at this point, because while Bitcoin's down in price, this is the time to expand, to grow. Not when Bitcoin is reaching new peaks and you're paying $8,400 per terahash on miners. Right now is the best time to do it, to get ready for the next bull run into the next halving. After that happens, then you start the cycle over again and you start buying and building out even more. Okay, but here's what they had to announce. So today announced it has entered into a definitive agreement to acquire 2 turnkey Bitcoin mining campuses located in Dalton, Georgia, for a cash payment of $9.3 million. The facilities are expected to add just under 1 exahash per second to Cleanspark hash rate shortly after the deal is scheduled to close later this week. So that's pretty quickly there. The 2 facilities will host a total of 6,000 Antminer S19 XPs and S19J Pro Pluses, the latest and the most powerful, efficient generation of Bitcoin mining machines from orders placed and fully paid for by Cleanspark earlier this year. So that's great there. And this acquisition ensures that we have more than enough infrastructure to reach our year-end target of 16 exahash. It also continues to position us as one of the most powerful, efficient miners on an energy per hash rate basis. Those are all true. I don't know if they're the most efficient. We'd have to run the numbers on that. But they're definitely up there in the top 5, I would say. As far as growth is concerned, I think with what they're doing here now, they're definitely going to be able to get above the 16 exahash. I think I have them listed at like closer to 17 exahash, but they did say that they're going to possibly change out some of the older miners for the more efficient miners. So we'll see if they can actually get above that 16 exahash. I think they can reach the 16 exahash, but if they continue on this buying spree that they are on right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they get above the 16. Wouldn't be surprised if they get closer to maybe 18, even 20 exahash by the end of the year when everything is said and done. They're just being very opportunistic with what they're seeing right now in the bear market, with prices of miners being low, facilities being low, everything else. This is a great time for them to do it. And like last year, they definitely outperformed last year as far as what their guidance was. I think originally said they were going to get to 4 exahash last year. They got to 6 point something or something like that. I know that they outperformed that. So we'll see if they outperform this year as well. Okay, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think of all this. We'll see what happens tomorrow with everything else. Just a lot of good things are happening right now with Bitcoin, the miners, and everything else. So it's starting to look kind of nice. But we'll see. We're still not out of the woods yet, I don't think. It's still going to be a little bumpy ride here with Bitcoin. We may go up a little bit more. We may come down. It's going to be a roller coaster here, at least before the halving event, I think. And then after the halving event, I think we're going to be, well, on a bumpy ride too, but it should be more of a roller coaster ride to the upside, okay? So that's it. Let me know what you guys thought. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe. See ya.